Welcome, Aquarius, to your love reading for August the 31st to September the 2nd of 2018. So, we're going to look into what could be going on with you this weekend. Alright, let's see what's going on. Weekend for Aquarius and love. So, overall energy between you and your partner or love interest. Now, the energy that might be coming towards you, what they're bringing, your response, advice, outcome for Aquarius. Alright. Okay, so the overall energy, so justice. Often I feel where this is coming out, sometimes this could, for many of the readings that I've done, many times justice can come through when there is a karmic tie, where you're not really finished with somebody. Sometimes when you're intensely dealing with some things from the past, or you both have kind of said certain things that were not quite right, or that you need to handle in the right way the next time you have the opportunity. Sometimes justice is coming up because something might remind you of the reasons why you need to be kinder, why you need to be nicer, a bit more lenient to somebody, and not do things that's going to harm yourself or somebody else. So there either could be legal things that might be going through that you're talking about, that could be coming about as you approach the week ahead, and also something might happen out of the blue that could remind you of what I'm just mentioning or talking about. So we'll see. Now, the personal energy coming towards you is, I feel, it could be a Cancer. Some of you dealing with a Libra. Others of you, this is you traveling, them coming to see you. Or some of you are moving away from somebody. That particular person may be traveling. If they're not coming to see you, this is them charging forward away from the connection, because I feel like this is a bond that needs to be severed in some way. And if you're waiting for that person to come towards you, they're motivated to do so, I feel. So two different scenarios where you're moving away from somebody, letting them go. You're knowing that this may have been a karmic bond, but right now you're trying to do your best to make some changes internally and externally to shift the energy in the right direction. What is your response? So you might be unpleased or very angry with another particular person that you're dealing with. So I'm a fire sign, Aquarius, Libra, or not Aquarius, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you might be dealing with. Now, when you're responding in this way, that means that you could come through intense. Sometimes if you flaunt yourself, sometimes if you get aggressive when it comes to your sexuality or whatever it might be, trying to pull in a romantic partner in that way, that could be a bad way to go about it, I feel, because it can bring a lot of strain, a lot of stress, and it can have your partner become a bit possessive, jealous, when you don't really have to do these things. If you're exposing yourself in some way, the other person, they're going to feel how they feel. But I feel like if you want to respect them, if you want to do right by that particular person, I feel like you have to be mindful about doing these things, male or female. Now, another person could be involved. Now, for instance, if you're traveling to go see somebody, fair warning, because I feel that if you see somebody and that person is married and you're around them, or something happens where there's some kind of sneaking under the radar, or something that shouldn't be like that, that particular person could catch that event, and there could be some kind of drama, something that might exposes the situation. So be careful. That could be another outside person that might be a fire sign, could be male or female again, but the moon, there could be their moon sign or their rising sign. Remember that. Now, the advice: you do have a relationship that's stable for some. There is a marriage for some. Again, interference with that particular marriage, but also somebody for others of you. So there's a lot going on with Aquarius. So I feel that this particular person, well, if you are in a relationship or marriage, there is stability there, but I feel like there's some kind of disconnect with you and someone else, because maybe you need to clear up something again from the past, or vice versa, and someone is in the picture that could be interfering with the connection. So have to be careful about going to extremes or doing something that you're not quite that it shouldn't be done in that way. So make sure that you're justifying your actions and making sure that things are leveled and done in the right way. All right, then we have the outcome of the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups next to the Ten of Cups. The advice is to reach for that emotional stability. Eventually, you'll get there. You'll manifest that, but you can't do that until you clear out some other lingering things that's going on in the background. So there is some kind of regret maybe throughout the weekend. Clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse for Aquarius. So that particular person is, say for instance, if this is an ex-partner that you're dealing with, they may be very inspired to be around you, to get to know you again in some form or fashion, or this could be a new love interest for some. But that particular person they manipulate. Sometimes they're not very honest with you, male or female. They're doing certain things that causes you to react in a negative way and say certain things, and you might feel unmotivated. So you might even be around them, around friends and doing different things, but you might not feel like the connection is really stable because they're not being honest about it. And let's clarify justice for Aquarius. So this is telling you, I feel for some, all right, relate this to what you could be going through, because it's a general reading, that you are tied up with somebody who they are into you. They do feel some kind of way about you. They are inspired, I feel, but they might not show it, and that could be frustrating to you. Others of you, if you know somebody is waiting for you, trying to get closer, but you're still too close to someone else that you shouldn't be close to at this time, because you have somebody else that you have told that you're in a relationship with or something like that. I feel like the Justice card and the devil is telling you to break away from that unhealthy restriction, unhealthy scenario, and do your best to work things out so that you can get out of there. So it feels like maybe work and finances, maybe career, something that you're trying to focus on right now before you can really kind of clear things up and be more grounded and stable, I feel. But others of you as well, don't hold on so tightly to the specifics of how things might work out with you or someone else, because I feel like there's something good here in the background, but you can't really sense it. And because you have so much doubt about that particular person, especially if this is a new love interest or someone that stepped away, sometimes they could be manipulating you to make you feel or make it seem as though things are not right. So that's part of you breaking away from that fear. And let's see, messages for Aquarius and love for the weekend. All right, Aquarius and love. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and often, sometimes when you feel like you're about to get to know somebody new, and they relapse or kind of fall back into their old selves of trying to do things to get under your skin or to confuse you, you might feel like you want to fall back on old territory, something or someone that you've known, because you're not sure what to do with them, right? So you're not sure about their intentions, their motives. So it's like, well, I'm not even going to be bothered. So you're not willing to take a risk, I feel, for some. So you might that's what I get a sense of there. Clarify the Chariot for the person coming towards you for Aquarius. Yeah, that person is, they sometimes they might even say they're coming to see you or they want to be around you, but for some reason somebody is still trapped with another issue or another person that they've dealt with maybe in the past, and they're not able to get those things off their mind because of guilt, because of you're in a situation where you feel stuck right now. So it's potentially about revenge or about them getting you back or vice versa. Something like that could be going on for sure. That could be very stressful. All right. And one more card. Clarify the Five of Cups. Whoa. So yeah, manipulation. All right, someone is very controlling, and if this is not you, this is the other person that could be doing this. So I feel like there's something to be hopeful about, but this weekend try to do something that's going to disconnect you, take you away from the stress that you might be feeling when it comes to somebody else, and try to be optimistic about things. All right, so yes, there was a lot in there, but I feel like a lot of you might relate to what's going on here. So tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes as well. You can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for you. Have a good one.